there, Nettie here. Well, welcome back to Nettie. And guess what? This is the first Cooking with Nettie show in season 3. Oh, I'm so happy that we've started season 3. You know, Nettie took a little hiatus because Fred and Nettie have been moving down to California for a couple, well, not quite 2 years, but I'm back at the house right now because we had a big storm last week and had to kind of come clean up everything. And so I thought, well, maybe while I'm in my old kitchen here, I'll just do some fun Christmas cooking. So what I wanted to do today, I'll do Rice Krispie Treats. And I know that's a name brand, and we're using generic Rice Krispies because when they go in the hot tub of gooey marshmallows, can't tell the difference. So now, why am I making these this time of year? I'll tell you, they're one of our favorites, and I make a couple of different things. When this week we're making just Rice Krispie Treats with M&Ms, and in the fall I make these because I used to make them for my son's football teams, both sons. And then even in college one year, it was Halloween, and it was a big game up in Washington, and they lost. Mommy, Nettie, and Fred stood by the bus and gave him a great big honking Rice Krispie Treat. And you know what? When I decided to make those, I've forgotten how many kids were on the team. I had to make 130 some. And then there's the coaches, so it was like 150. I'm going to show you my pan, which I sprayed it with Pam. And I'm not prejudiced for just Pam's, but I haven't heard of any spray called Jim. Well, this time I used coconut oil, the coconut spray. Let's just call it Jim. So what I've gotten here, I'm going to make a double batch. I make a whole box of Rice Krispies. Is butter. Butter. Okay, you don't need to see me anymore. So I'm melting the butter. Now what I put in next is the marshmallows. Double batch calls for 2 10-ounce packages of mini marshmallows. Now you can kind of make this from scratch with corn syrup and stuff, but why do that? These are 99 cents at the grocery outlet, or the gross outlet. Well, my friends taught me that. And you know, I think most of your grocery stores have generics of some sort that don't cost as much. And how can you ruin corn syrup and water and stirring? Okay, one thing I forgot. I need to get some vanilla out. Are you still there? My phone just flew across the floor. Well, you know, I don't have the right equipment, like I said. Anyway, so another way that we do this is I will put peanut butter in and M&Ms. And you can just play with it. You can put sprinkles in it. Here's the good thing. M&M's sometimes puts out holiday colors, right? I don't know if they did Halloween. I didn't see any this year, but I wasn't really looking. And then Christmas is red and green. And I think they even have Hanukkah ones, because they're the blue ones and they're blue and white. And then the Valentine's Day is the red and pink and white. And then Easter, and with all the pastels. So it's just a simple little grab it and go. Well, for Easter, don't grab it. Make them into Easter eggs. Oh, it's so much fun. You can make hearts too. Oh, my bib doesn't work very well. You can tell this is the first cooking show of the season. Season 3, did I say that? Congratulations to me. We are kicking off season 3. Oh, I'm so excited because I'm going to try to do a cooking show a week. But we'll see. You know, I won't have my own kitchen. I don't even know what I'm going to be able to do down there. But we'll do something. Maybe I'll barbecue for you. But I realized I have all my mother's and my grandmother's recipes. And I'm wondering if it wouldn't be fun to try to go through my mom's cookbook and cook up a few of my favorite recipes from her. Well, there's some things I don't like that. It's jambalaya or something. I don't know. It's got green peppers in it. Well, I'll make it for Fred. He'll like it. And keep stirring it, and I'll be back in a second. You don't need to watch this. It's boring. See, it's getting so close. And once it gets that close, oh, Here, get you down here. I was Jimmy were here. Did I say that already? I can't do a camera and cook at the same time. Okay. There we go. How about a little light up here? Oh, no, that's the fan. There's a light. You'd think I hadn't been cooking for 3 months. Kind of haven't. My son's been cooking. So I'm getting out of the habit. Well, this will be a good thing for me to do is just keep cooking. Okay, so once these get all melty, all we do is pour in those Rice Krispies. And we're using a full box, because a half a box is 6 cups. Teaspoon of vanilla. 2 10-ounce packages of marshmallows. 6 tablespoons of butter. And you can add a little bit more if you want. You can use coconut oil too if you're on one of those health things. But you know, if you're going to be putting all this stuff in it, you might as well just put the yummy butter in. Okay, here we go. So now I can turn off the heat. Turn off the heat. Okay. And we stir and stir and stir. And then we just are going to add the M&Ms in last, because we don't want them to melt right away. You know what? This little silicone spoon is nice, but it's not good to get all those stirred up. So I'm going to get my gigantic wooden spoon, which I kind of left on the pan and burned a little bit. So let's go. Let's get this done. Okay. Oh, yeah. Get right in there. Oh, yeah. You know, do you ever remember having your mom make these? Or did you help your mom make these? Or, you know, now you can go to the store and buy them, and you know they're not as good because they don't use real butter or anything. And not anything against them, because when you're in the mood and that's all you can do is go buy some, you buy them. And, you know, they're just sugar and butter and Rice Krispies. It's a really, one of the things about Rice Krispie Treats is that it's gluten-free. And, you know, for those kids who are allergic to peanut butter, you wouldn't want to give them those, but, oh, my top. Fred tells me I need to get a uniform. Get some scrubs or something, he says, Nettie, because all your clothes end up with dinner on them. And that's the truth. We should do a show on stain relief. Getting out the stains from your, wherever you drop it. Usually doesn't make it past my chest. I got lots of polka dots. Okay, here we go. I'm going to turn the camera around. Let's get some M&Ms in there. So I picked these up on the way back up here when we came up last week. And I had a little grocery store. And I was checking them out. I thought they were $6.99. I thought, well, that's a couple bucks cheaper than where I get them. They were $16.99. And they'd already rung me up. I just said, oh, forget it. These will be the most expensive Rice Krispie Treats in the world. So you put how many ever you want. I don't measure them. Because all I do is look at them. I eyeball them to make sure that there's a couple little M&Ms in every bite. And when we go to press them into the pan, we can kind of manipulate them a little bit. It's getting a little bit harder now to do this in the pan because it starts setting up pretty quickly. Okay? So right about that time, I just go ahead, pour it in the pan. Then I'm going to show you my secret and how we get them into the pan. Flat. Now, you know, Nettie's always been strict about washing up really good before the show, before I cook. So I've already done that. You need to know that. But I'm also going to go rinse them one more time. And you will see why in a minute. Yeah, howdy doody. Okay, you're going to hear me washing. Now, don't dry your hands. Just shake them out. Because that's all you have to do to keep this from sticking to your hands. Then you just press it out. See, look at, isn't that a great tip? You know, I have to admit, I figured that one out the one time that I washed my hands because I had marshmallow all over it. Couldn't find a towel, so I shook them off and came over and did this. Oh man, I was spraying that gym stuff all over my hands and, oops, you didn't see that. You did not see me take that bite. So what I have here is some dry Krispies, and I have a kind of a wet spot here. So we're gonna push that down in there. And you can kind of see that didn't take any time at all. Look at that. All they have to do is set up, and there's a bite of M&Ms in every one. This is 3 years ago I started Nettie. And it was because we were in a state in our country where everything was negative and ugh. And I thought about all the days when we would watch Carol Burnett and some of those fun shows, you know, comedy shows. And we'd just go to bed laughing. Well, you know, last year about this time, all you could really find was politics and maybe some of those figure out who killed who shows. Well, basically, you just showed people how to kill, get away with it. Well, thank goodness they didn't. We don't need all that stuff. What we need is things that bring us joy. And although we need to be in tune to what's going on, we don't have to be so distracted by it that we don't look at all the good things we've got. We have to be grateful. We have to remember where we came from. We have to remember why we do things. I cook with love for the people I love. And well, I go to Taco Bell with the people I love too. Well, that's besides the point. Never mind. Well, where was I? Well, I think the point is, don't be so distracted by the negative that you don't see the positive in your life. The joy is here. Sometimes you have to choose joy. You have to make your own joy. And oh, there's that little Gaga climbing on my counter. Let's see. See, she likes these chopsticks. She doesn't. She's not allowed on my counters. So that brings me a little joy too when I know I'm the boss. Anyway, I love you so much. And I'm glad to be back cooking for you and cooking for all the people I love. Always remember to be the light. Be the light. Be a first responder in love. And always remember, Nettie loves you. Bye-bye, happy cooking. Well, that's Jacques Papin's. I have to come up with my own. Cook with love. Bye-bye. Don't forget to show me a little love by subscribing, giving me a thumbs up, and sharing with your friends on YouTube and Facebook.